Hey everyone, how you guys doing? Gruggs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back to another premiere. And I got something pretty cool that I have to share with everybody. I wasn't going to do a video, but for 15 bucks that I paid for this knife, it's just too good not to share with everybody. I don't have time to do some full reviews. I'm headed down south to be with my son for the holidays, so I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of Legion premieres with a whole bunch of knives that I just got. So should fill up a time slot until I get down to Florida and find another spot where I could do some testing of knives. Now, there's going to be some knife manufacturers sending me some knives down in Florida. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. But today, we're going to be concentrating on this basically no-name brand knife. I know it says ZT on there. Ignore it. It is not a ZT knife. It's no-name brand. I have no idea what the steel is. I'm not even going to give you the specs on this other than, let me know what you guys are all carrying today. And I've got my frame lock Tonto over here, and it's pretty nice. Got this for 20 bucks off of Temu. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys are carrying. So let me just put this away. Yeah, I've got nothing on this knife other than that how good it is. I took this knife to town. If you go look at my community page, you will see that I made a whole bunch of firewood, and they uplifted the band over here, or they lifted up the band for the fires, and I got one more fire in before I'm leaving. And nothing on video, unfortunately, but I wanted to test this knife. I wanted to see what you get for 15 bucks, man. The last knife I tested out for 15 bucks was a clone, another clone, and I'll put that in a link so you guys can see. Unfortunately had ZT on it. It was a ZT clone with kind of look like this, with the satin finish. And that knife blew away expectations, and there's a ton of views on it, man. So I tested out this knife. I batoned the living daylights out of it. And just yesterday, you could see in the community section, I was making feather sticks galore. No maintenance, no stropping, no nothing. I don't know what the steel is that they're using here, but this knife is just badass. The sheath is worthless. The sheath is garbage. However, I got to tell you, it's better than that ZT clone that I don't even remember what it's called. 0006. That sheath is even worse than this one, but this one's not too bad, and I'll show you, but it's still not the greatest. However, the knife for 15 bucks, man, you can't go wrong. Like I said, I wish I had more time to show you this, but it's cold out here, and I can't really go too far anymore. I got to watch my health. I did have a little incident yesterday, made me sit down for a little bit, so I got to remember that I'm not a well person. In any case, I digress. Let's take a look at this knife. I have no idea how big this knife is. Maybe it's 4 or 5 inches. I think it's a perfect size for hunting. Take it fishing with you. I mean, this is a knife that you could literally lose and go purchase another one for 50 bucks or $15 off of Temu. And they've got local warehouses in California. This came right from California. It took, I don't know, a week. And I kind of knew what to expect with this knife, but until I got to the outpost to make a campfire, and I bashed some hard wood, man, some seasoned wood, and I bashed a couple of different species of wood. Man, this knife is incredible. I mean, look at that. I seriously bashed this. It's flat ground. Okay, you know what? Let's take a look at the blade. Again, I apologize for that ZT, but There's nothing I could do about it. I don't know why the hell they etched this stuff in here. ZT, I don't think sells anything nowhere near like it. If you look at the stampings over here, the serial numbers is all the same as every other ZT clone knife that's out there. They're just using the same etching. Again, I have no idea why. It is not CPM 3V. Make no mistake, it is not CPM 3V. It is an unknown steel. However, this steel, whatever it is, man, oh man, they got it. They got the heat treat right. They got everything right on this steel. And it's just insane how good it is. It is insane. When I got it brand new, fit and finish, I would say is 90%. Okay. But there's the drop point blade, high saber grind, no swedge, a sharp spine on both sides. Okay. A sharp spine on both sides, a very generous sharpening tool if you're careful enough, which I was with a glove. I did choke up a little bit on this while doing some testing. G10 scales for sure, nicely done. Not perfect, I'll tell you that right now, but for $15, I don't care. It's not perfect. It seems kind of flush. I kind of feel a little bit of the steel. The steel, believe it or not, the flat ground blade and the blade itself, the grinds, they're perfect. When it comes to the tang, they're off. Plain and simple, they're off. They're off a little bit over here, along with the G10 scales. Some of it's protruding off the G10 scales. You can see that this is angled. It's not straight. That little, this area right here. But again, $15, man. $15 for this beast, and I kid you not. Now I regret not taking a video, because I honestly believe that a lot of people are going to be upset. But this knife is too good for $15, man. You want something just to dick around with out in the field and not worry about getting your new knife all scuffed up or whatever, man. Oh, man. And I got no skin in this game. I don't owe any vendor anything, a video. This is something that I purchased on my own with my money. And I cannot believe it's even better than that ZT0006 clone. I like this one better. I like the ergonomics of the handle. I did add this lanyard. Okay, even though the fit and finish is not 100%, it's 90%, man. And it still looks pretty damn good. And it feels good as far as I'm concerned, It's got this little flare over here for the handle, so if you got to do some chopping, which I did not do any chopping with this other than some light, getting rid of the fibers after I split it. So I did vertical batoning, I did horizontal batoning, and I did feather sticking. But I bashed it. I bashed some seriously hard seasoned wood at the secondary outpost. And again, go take a look at the community page. You will see that I use this knife to bash up some serious wood. But, I wasn't going to show it. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of, hate for it, and I don't care. But, for those who are knife enthusiasts, and here's an opportunity to go buy something that you could absolutely destroy and hammer on without too much guilt, or put it in your drawer. Okay, this is one of these knives. All right, man. The sheath, I gotta say, is better than that other clone that I got. It's using the same shitty material, but the way it's shaped in this taco style, it's not as, I guess it's not as poor as that other sheath. And again, at the end of this video, I'll have a link of what I'm talking about. But this sheath is okay. I can't tell what kind of, I open up the snap and you could see that it almost looks like a leather, even in here. But I'm sure it's some kind of synthetic garbage. But again, for $15, man, with this welt over here and this snap, it does the job. It holds the knife in place. It won't cut you, because this knife is pretty damn sharp. And it does the job, man. There's nothing more than I could tell you. I wouldn't say go out and buy it for the sheath, that's for sure. Okay, it'll fall out easy. It'll fall out easy, so be careful. With the snap, at least it ain't coming out, because you've got this little finger groove hump over here that won't allow it to come out. This welt will protect you from getting cut. I doubt the leather will protect you if the point goes through. I think Stein's, it was Stein's versus Knives, had an issue with a sheath that the point went through. I don't remember. My memory is not very good these days with my age. In any case, I mean, this is it right here. This is it. This is the package, $15, shipped out of a warehouse in California, I think, or someplace in the United States. You don't have to worry about the knife coming from China. $15, man. You got yourself a serious workhorse. I kid you not, man. I kid you not. Again, I regret not doing videos now, but yeah, I mean, maybe when I get back from Florida. Maybe when I get back from Florida after the holidays. We'll see. All right. So, but, let me know if you guys want to see a hard use video. I don't know. It's a lot of people, they get all upset and bent out of shape because that ZT logo is on there or whatever. But whatever, man. I don't care. It's my money. You guys don't get to tell me what to do with my money, man. So, again, I used this yesterday, and no maintenance, no stropping, no nothing yet. I will be doing it today, though. But, I was like, after I got done making feather sticks yesterday, I'm like, all right, I got another couple of more days here. I gotta at least show people this knife for those who are interested. So, and again, you could lose this knife and you won't cry. You'll be pissed off that you lost a good knife. I'll tell you that right now. But if you lose a $400 knife, $300 knife, which they have their place. The expensive stuff. There you go. But that's just an idea. Just a small idea what this knife can do. And again, go check out my community page, man. I started making a whole bunch of feather sticks with this. Just got it in the right angle, and I just started making all kinds of stuff. And yeah, man, so that's it, man. Let's take another look at this blade. This is a killer blade. I cannot believe what I was doing with it. Again, I'm not representing any company. I don't care if you buy it or not. I really don't. But if you want something, I mean, this will cut meat. This will cut game. If you want something inexpensive, man, you got it right here. Oh, you know what? Let's see. The spine is insanely sharp. Insanely sharp. Now you can see how cheap that leather is. Look, I made an indentation by putting this, putting that piece of wood on there. But again, it's keeping you from getting cut. But that spine, it's got to burn. It's got to burn. I'm sure it's because the guy was rushing. I don't think he was doing it on purpose. Again, I'm going to call a spade a spade. I doubt anything done on this knife other than getting it sharp was done on purpose. But like I said, man, I bashed this knife. And that spine is nice and thick, man. Maybe that's 5 millimeters. I don't know. Maybe that's 5 millimeters. I didn't do any kind of tip testing. I just batoned if I needed feather sticks. I batoned if I needed kindling. I batoned. Just made pieces. I didn't do any kind of cross batoning. I didn't do any kind of V-notch batoning. But I had some long full-size logs, seasoned, and I did 2 of them. Actually, I did more than 2 when I built the fire. And I just used this knife. Now, I did have my saw. I had my axe. And I used my axe to cut the big piece because I didn't feel like chopping. I wasn't trying to impress anybody the other day, And I used the saw also to cut some wood because I figured the axe was a lot of work. And I was wasting wood with the axe because of all the chips. So I used the saw. So, full disclosure. But after that, I used this knife to make kindling, feather sticks, and feathers. And I lit up, and once again, you can see in the community page, it's like 10 slides. I use this knife to do the rest, so, And it's awesome to have a axe and a saw. I'll tell you, make no mistake, man. You know, once I'm done testing my knives and showing the people, you know, the capabilities of a knife, I've got my axe and my saw. I've got multiple axes. I got multiple saws, you know, and I've got a plethora to choose from. And when I go out, you know, I'm always taking 3 to 4 tools with me: pocket knife, full tang knife, axe, and saw. You may not see it, but I use it. So in any case, troops, this is it, man. This is the knife. You could go find it on Temu, even on AliExpress. I doubt you'll find this anywhere on Amazon. I haven't looked. I don't know. So you could try. I don't know what it's called. There's no name. They just call it a fruit knife. Okay, fruit knife. That's fine. $15, man. When I tell you I took this to town, okay, you can believe me. Buy it, don't buy it, I don't care. You know, $15, man. This knife is baller. Baller. All right, troops, legionnaires, and recruits. Hope you enjoyed this, man. I know not one of my usual Legion premieres. And that's it. Let me bring awareness, everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans, active military. Once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges, including suicide, unfortunately, especially around the holiday season. So, you know, when you're done with this video, go check out the phone numbers and the websites in the comment section, description section, and seek the help you all have earned and deserve, because it's the holiday season and people want you around. Troops, legionnaires, new recruits, let me know what you think about this knife. Let me know if you want a hard use review once I get back. At the ready, troops, hold the line. Take care.